Hello, hello. Welcome to the Crypto Kingdom. This is London. Welcome back. This is your Harmony channel, essentially, guys. We are doing a lot of work day in and day out to try and bring you everything that is really great about the community with Harmony One. And we appreciate all of your loyalty in joining us daily. We've been talking about the 1,000 Harmony One giveaway. To be included in that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pin at the top of our comment section. First of all, let's look at the excuse me. Let's look at the price. Harmony One is currently just under 15 cents, about 14,969. It experienced some great pricing action today, about roughly about 10% increase in price after some phenomenal news was released. After we got some phenomenal news, let me go ahead and stop this music. After the news was released today that essentially there's a new partnership with Swift Blockchain. Swift Blockchain is a very smooth program. I encourage you guys to look this up. We had an interaction with, looks like the Harmony Protocol team, and they released the news. It's fantastic, guys. It's really a nice program. You can see here, you can actually choose, just to update you in terms of information, you can actually choose and you can use on the Swift blockchain Harmony One. And you can trade that out for over 200 or swap those for over 200 different individual coins. So it's a phenomenal news piece for us to just kind of see that yes, Harmony One is going in the right direction, that the management team is solid right now, and it's the type of information, excuse me, that we expect to see. So from a professional group of managers, that's the type of information and the type of relationships established that we expect to see. So congratulations to all of you holders and all of you who are interested in trading. We've been teaching a lot about different trading techniques. We've been going over a lot of essentials in terms of strategy. I know a lot of you have learned a lot thus far, and we just appreciate the opportunity to be able to teach you. So in terms of that Discord, let me go ahead and see if I can get into the chat room with you. And let's see what we can do. Let me go ahead and put the Discord link right here. This will give you the information that you need, or allow you to at least, what is it? There we go. It will allow you to sign up for the 1,000, and that should be coming in, I think, by Saturday. We may do a live stream, maybe a live stream. We thought that would be fun. So a live stream, and we'll do a drawing. And guys, we're looking to get Harmony One to $1, to at least $1. I think it'll go past that. But that's going to be 1,000 Harmony One. So for those of you interested, make sure you click on the Discord. And go ahead, also, we do kind of a head count. For those of you who are here, and are part of the Harmony One community, we just ask that you click the thumb up. If we go for a while, that just helps us keep track of who's here. So a lot of you will typically, I'll just say the people who come into the stream, sometimes they will go out and they'll either go to our Twitter or they'll go to the Discord, and sometimes we have a rollover of the people that are listening. So especially when there's a contest or something like that. We've already given away 500 Harmony One, and we'll be giving away 1,000 here soon. And I think there's some more prizes that are scheduled up here within the near term. So the Twitter, again, I think you guys already know this. It's the Kingdom. This is the Crypto Kingdom, and it's very easy. Just go to the search box, type in the Kingdom, okay? Type in the Kingdom. Then you'll have to, and you have to search for us, okay? Then you have to go to the very bottom, scroll all the way down, click on Go to the Kingdom, all right? Click on Go to the Kingdom, and then we'll come up. Click on Follow, and we'll be able to stay in touch with you. We'll be able to get you pricing targets, okay? That's one of our specialties here. In addition to the news, the title of this video was about the news. There was a lot of news today, so we want to get into that here in short order. But I do want to reinforce the fact we are extremely oriented in, I'd say, towards technical analysis. And Harmony One is a fantastic technology. We really appreciate the technology, and that's evidenced by the news today. This partnership with Swift Blockchain, it's really a smooth program, and it doesn't surprise me at all that Harmony One would have interfaced with them. Now, Harmony One has also been mentioning, the CEO has been mentioning things about Coinbase. Now, as of now, it's still speculation. He hasn't confirmed that Harmony one will be available on Coinbase, but I do want to let you guys know that was part of what happened today, is that for some reason the CEO seems to be talking about Coinbase and mentioning that to the public there on Twitter. And if you follow us, we'll keep you up to date on everything that's going on. So search for us, put in the Kingdom, drop down and click on that. Join the Discord so that we can possibly give you, individually you, that's right, 1,000 Harmony One coins. And I think we'll do that on Saturday, most likely in a live stream. So it should be fun. We may have some people call in as well. So in terms of the pricing targets, we went over the pricing targets yesterday. Now we are very solidly attached to Fibonacci's. As you guys may know, we deal with Fibonacci's, and we deal just with the mathematics that the trading program gives us, okay? This is the trading program that the traders use themselves. So in the trading desks and in the brokerage houses, etc., you'll see excuse me, you'll see the traders actually using programs that accomplish the same techniques as what is actually represented here. And this is the standard kind of overlay of TradingView. You'll see that in Binance. Also, if you go to tradingview.com, you'll be able to access this type of an interface. And we have a bunch of arrows here that, and I give you that background just to let you know this is the standard of the industry, okay? It's nothing that we've made up. It's nothing that we have invented. These specific pricing targets are very real, and yeah, there's a reason why they work. There's a reason why we have been so accurate. We were accurate in and around this pricing target that generated between 30 and 50%, depending upon where people sold, but that was within the last, I'd say, 6 days. Another pricing event generated 20%, okay? So that's 30 to 50%, and then 20%, a little over 20% within the last 6 days, while the price has been kind of in a retracement pattern. So we had a huge escalation, 20 times your money. Everyone was phenomenally excited. Things got a little bit turbulent on top, and that happens sometimes when there's a big influx or an appreciation in the value of a holding. People will typically get what's called paper hands. They'll want to just go with the money. They'll want to sell out of the investment instrument, and it becomes a little bit chaotic. So that's what we saw. We're kind of into a consolidation zone, and we're kind of looking for that next kick up. So today was a nice day. We did receive the news, and I brought you up the information, or brought that information up to you, the Swift blockchain. And let's see, the price, essentially, when that news came out, let me go ahead and zoom in and show you essentially what did happen. I think that we're done with that specific event. I don't know that we are. Okay, I don't know that we're done with that specific event. So in terms of the pricing and you guys actually, honing in on a specific portion of this video, do pay attention to right now, because when that news hit, and I'll explain the dynamics in terms of our pricing target that we came up with and how close we were to our pricing target when that did hit. So we, let's see, essentially gained about, I want to say about, now if we look on the straight line chart, it's about 8.5 or 8.8%. If we go to the candlesticks, you can actually see a little bit more detail in terms of the appreciation and the price that you received. Let's see, that you received from, that's 10.49%. So that 10.49% is that's a phenomenal event there for the news to come out and affect your holdings that way. Excuse me. Texas is full of pollen and dust and all these things this time of year. So I've been jogging, doing all these things. So I apologize if I sound a little bit gruff, a little bit tough, but we're working hard for you as well. So we appreciate the opportunity to do that. So 10% upon the release of the news. The interesting thing that I think you'll find is in the context of how close we were to our actual target. I had put these specified arrows here. Okay, I had put these arrows here yesterday at towards the end of the video, and for those of you who watched it, I legitimately, specifically said multiple times, at 13.8, 13.9 exactly was the pricing target. Now, believe it or not, okay, believe it or not, that was my specific pricing target yesterday. Now, when you hear me talk about the gains, okay, and I want to make a very important differentiation today, so that you guys from here on out, you understand exactly what I mean when I say that our members, our subscribers, for instance, made between 30 and 50% on this original price action, okay? And then thereafter made another 20%. What I want to tell you today is this 10% is not included. This is not an event that I would say, due to our pricing targets, okay? And excuse my voice, that'll clear up here in a minute. Due to our pricing targets, and we've been delivering these literally days in advance for this 30 to 50% gain for this. And this is what makes Harmony One very exciting. It's very predictable. It operates on the Fibonacci's. It's easy to diagnose. We love working with it. We love trading on it. This specific target level, this target price, absolutely given prior to this entire event, days before this event. Now, I want to really focus on it. I just hope you guys can listen to this instance today, which resulted in about a 10% gain thus far. It may not be done. Okay, there may be additional pricing action to go. I can't say for certain or not how the news is going to spread. Say, for instance, in another time zone that may want to acquire some Harmony One, etc. But I guess the point is, as you hear me say that members in the community over the last 6 days have achieved, literally on our pricing targets, a 30 to 50%. Okay, you can see that 30 to 50%, and also a 20+%. Okay, those are the targets, literally the exact targets that I gave days in advance to those pricing actions, to the 30 to 50% and to the 20+%. Okay, so that equals about 70%, literally, that our subscribers have made. This instance was a news event. This was the management team of Harmony One that came out and said, we have a new business relationship. Okay, that caught a little bit of fire socially. That spread out. People began to run in and buy Harmony One. That had nothing to do with my pricing target. Okay, so I want you guys to know, in terms of legitimacy and in terms of what I am saying on a regular basis, when I tell you our pricing targets have delivered an aggregate, or let's say a total, just say, keep it simple, a total of over 70%, around right at, I think we computed it the other night, at 70%. That's with our pricing targets. Okay, this was a news event. This had nothing to do with our pricing target. So, it's possible, I'll say this, but this is just conjecture. It's possible that someone using our pricing target still somehow, and this is about how precise things normally are, and please focus on this, someone with our pricing target, which was literally, and hone in if you can for a moment. This is very fascinating how close this was today. We gave this figure last night multiple times, okay? The 13.88, the 13.9, we gave this figure multiple times as our target, okay? We said we weren't sure where it was going to hit, but it was this blue line. It's a Fibonacci line, okay? It's automatically calculated. It's a ratio built into the programs that has to deal with the growth of a stock, or price growth. Let's say price growth. Now, if you look at the actual range that it met, that the price came down to just before the news broke, and I'd be interested to know from anyone in the community if you chose, or if your exchange somehow allowed you or put you into this category where you were still able to trade this upswing. It could have happened. I don't know how many of you exactly worked on this Fibonacci number I gave you. If you went back to your place, or onto your computer, you drew one, you might have been a bit off to the upside. We did not miss anything, just so that you know. This is still a solid, essentially it's a solid, let's say, ratio, percentage line, target, etc. It may have been exhausted to a degree, but it had nothing to do with our pricing target. You still might have gotten picked up. You still might have gotten your order executed. I just don't know how close you were. And so that you know how close it was, literally, I think the difference is like 0.002 cents. And you guys, if you'll remember last night, we went over, and I recall doing the differentiation and subtracting out what the difference was at different levels. And I said it's 0.002, 0.004, and in terms of the overall difference. And I was saying that's a thousandth, no, that's a hundredth. And it was like tens, hundreds, thousandth. Okay, so 2 thousandths of a penny. And we were discussing that, and it was a long kind of drawn out discussion. I said, you guys please do the math for me. But we got down to those figures. Okay, that's how precise we were trying to be. Now you may have missed it by about that much. I drew this blue, essentially this blue information line in here to kind of give us a picture of how close the pricing target was, and it was completely by chance. Okay, I'm not involved with the management office of Harmony One. I do not have the inside information. For the record, I am not. I have zero insider information. Okay, that would be illegal for me to do that. So I'm very matter of fact. I do not have that information. This is a coincidence. Okay, that they came this close to your pricing target. If you got picked up, I would like to know that. If they did execute your order and you were close enough, I'd like to know that you made your 10% today. That would be great. That'd be phenomenal. And it's just you understand the coincidence, right? We gave you the target here. It literally missed it by 0.002 cents, and their news came out. So it's phenomenal. It's phenomenally close. Let's say that. Yeah, the difference it literally looks like, guys. The difference actually is 0.00132. Okay. It's not even a penny. It's 0.00132 pennies. Okay, so that is literally, literally how close we were on the pricing target out of complete chance. Okay, as a matter of complete chance. So that's pretty coincidental. I'll just say that pretty coincidental. Excuse me, and extremely close. I had a discussion today with a guy who's overseas. He's a really nice guy, really great character, and he's involved in the Discord quite a bit. We talked today in depth about charts, and we went through charts, and we went through the kind of the technique on charts, and we discussed them in depth in technical analysis, etc. And we talked about the importance of having perfect charts. And it was funny that we discussed that probably somewhere around 11 o'clock or noon. And he's in South America. Smart guy, great member, great loyal Harmony One guy, and we're happy to know him very much. And a great supporter, by the way, of the community. The point was we discussed how precision really counts. And he would send me a chart, I would send one as well, and we got into literally just the fine. I say sometimes we bring out the scalpel or we get surgical, kind of down to the microscopic with it. And it's not just that the trend line is roughly, here. No, it's literally exactly right there. And we spent a lot of time, on different platforms looking at these lines, and essentially, the importance of it was immediately shown to us within, let's say, within 2 hours, as Harmony One released the news information, and it was literally within 0.00132 or 0.00, whatever that number is, that small fraction. And now we did not miss anything. That's the one good thing that I'm happy of. We didn't miss anything. I know for a fact we at the channel, we missed nothing. We are still on with our target. That is a Fibonacci retracement. Okay, period. That's it. We have not. We didn't miscalculate anything. For some reason, Harmony One decided within a fraction of a penny, off by a half of a percent, just phenomenally coincidental. They decided to go ahead and do their news release. Okay, on Swift blockchain. Phenomenal. New relationship for Harmony. We are very happy for everyone. I still would like to know if you got picked up. And by that, I mean if the market maker or the exchange executed your buy order. So that would help us know if that still worked, because it's kind of beyond coincidence. So we did shoot up about 10%. We've kind of drawn back from that. I would assume that pricing event is over. I don't know that for a fact. And I thought it was kind of coincidental as well. I will bring up, for those of you who have been watching, who have been paying attention, and a lot of you have, and I appreciate that very much. You know that a few different times I have drawn this triangle here, symmetrical triangle. Every time I have drawn it, I have taken it off. There's been a reason that I haven't wanted to draw, to specify that as kind of a predictive technical element or chart, facet of the chart that we should use. And I've wanted to just stick with exactly kind of the pricing action that you guys have created through your program trades. So I haven't gotten into this exact element of technical analysis. We deal with these sometimes, okay? This is a symmetrical triangle. It's more in terms of if we're going to deal with Fibonacci's, I'd like to deal with Fibonacci's. If we're going to deal with advanced patterns, we can get into advanced patterns. Sometimes they're highly unreliable. They're not going to give you exactly what you want. And the bad part is, if you guys will just hear me out on this, if we get into pattern formations, what will occur is a lot of people will spend a lot of time watching the pattern, waiting for a breakout. Okay, and that's not always conducive to, I'll just say, to a happy life, guys. If you're worried about a pattern and you're focused on it, typically when these break to the upside or the downside, you'll know that your trade is on. Okay, people will rush into the market right at that point. That is difficult because literally you've always got the chart on. You've always got the market on. You're always waiting for the break. And just to prove the point, and it does prove the point as to why I did not draw one already, and please understand this. This is very important. I did not want to draw one. First of all, there was kind of a major cavity in this area, which is a good thing, okay? It's a good thing because we were building up kind of I would say, not exactly a bull pennant, but more of a bullish pattern than would be a symmetrical triangle coming after or amidst a retracement. It's not necessarily the strongest pattern, etc. The good news is it's kind of already been breached, and I'll state that I had a hesitation because I didn't like the formation. This kind of cavity in here, it's just kind of empty, and we typically would like a little bit better patterning. It gives it more consistency, so it's nice that I didn't draw beforehand. But the overall trend on the line of support and the line of resistance, it is there. So I can't really ignore it, but I can tell you if we zoom in and we look at the specific price action, I think it's good I did not draw it. It looks like it's already been breached slightly. You could still try and hold it, but do understand from a community standpoint. I love to teach you guys technical analysis, okay? I love the questions you're asking. A lot of you are interested in all different types of things relating to finances or investing, and we have a great community at the Discord. You guys are excited, you're exciting, and it's a good community. It's the Harmony One community. That's why we have chosen it, because we enjoy the community. So let's see, in the pricing dynamics, in the technology, the underlying technology. So in line with this triangle, the symmetrical triangle, do understand that that's something that we can focus on. It's not that we're, I don't want to obviate it. We have breached that, though. And I think that's a good thing, okay? I believe that's a good thing. And I'm going to go ahead, and this would be the area of the breach, okay? Already the area of the breach, in spite of kind of the connectivity on the resistance line on the top, which is 2 connected points, and it would be on the bottom, which is 2 connected points. So we would have to change the base, or we would have to change the endpoint, etc. It would probably run exactly into our Fibonacci timing sequence were we to adjust this base. That's a little bit beyond coincidental too, but when you start making assumptions and leaving out portions of the chart, it kind of frustrates the whole purpose of trying to be exact with your work. So that's why I'm going to delete it. Yes, you can see it kind of in a way it kind of makes sense to have it there, but in a bigger way for your trading, I'd say well-being. Just understand if this is here, okay, this will break to the upside or the downside if and when it truly escapes this pattern. All right, so if and when it decides to launch to the upside, okay, we want to break out of the symmetrical pattern, the symmetrical triangle. If it launches to the upside, well, we're due for probably, I'll just say we're due for, another 30% event that everyone's going to be clamoring to get in on. Now that's okay. You can trade quickly as a day trader or whatever type of style you choose. You can get in and get out of a position quickly. That's not the problem. The problem is you have the technology to do that. You have the skills and the know-how to do that. I'm not making any judgment on whether or not you can do that. The problem is within the next, I'll just tell you, within the next, how long is this? 5 days, 6 days. Okay, if this takes 5 or 6 days, it may not take 5 or 6 days. This may be completely irrelevant here. This may be kind of an invisible wall. This is, as we get into timing, Fibonacci is specific and it's also kind of a variable. So understand that. But this may be kind of an invisible wall here that doesn't necessarily apply. But if we're to wait, and drawing up the info line here, the information line, if we're to wait 6 more days, and we know that at any point in time it could break to the upside or to the downside, that is a tremendous amount of pressure to consistently put on a period, a number of 500 to 1,000 people or 2,000 people who choose to get involved in the trading. So, and yes, it's something you should be prepared for in the long run. It's something that you could definitely look at, kind of, turning into a jack of all trades, of all things, technical analysis. Fine, fantastic. A lot of people have workbooks. We've recommended some great books as well. They're available on our Discord. And again, guys, it doesn't cost you anything to join the Discord. There's some very talented people in the Discord. So that's the reason that we have not just allowed, or I'd say we have not been inclined to place the symmetrical triangle here, is because it's not something that's conducive towards, I'd say just a positive lifestyle. Particularly if, and I'll just say this, if it's a dead-on, fantastic, perfectly formed symmetrical triangle, you'll find me with this on here, I guarantee you. But I put it up a few times, I've taken it down because it's just not exactly properly formed. Okay, so we could work with it. It would be more of a labor and a cost, I think, in terms of a cost-benefit analysis that we were to do, and I just don't think that it would benefit the community. So I have not done that. So if that's relevant, the extent to which that's relevant, just understand the reasons why I have chosen to not incorporate that into our discussion. Some of you may find that and say, well, this is here or that's here. Well, I'm choosing for that not to be here. I don't think it's really relevant right now. So the question, I guess, that we're going to get into, we do have the phenomenal news. We checked in with that. You guys with the Twitter, I see there are some new people. Give us a thumb up if you can. Let us know that you're new here. I can go over the giveaway details if you'd like to. And make sure, I think most of you are already on the Kingdom Twitter with us. This is the Crypto Kingdom. So you can go to the Kingdom on Twitter. You'll have to type that in, then go to the bottom, scroll down in the menu, and it'll say go to the Kingdom. That's our name there. Our handle is the Kingdom. And on the top in the chat is our discourse. So the discourse is where you'll find the backdoor information. You'll find our pricing targets. And I mean, we are specific, guys. Literally the price today that this was a coincidence. I'm not affiliated with the office, okay? I don't have insider information at all. I don't know their timing. I don't know their specifics. But the CEO, everyone, they released a news release, okay, and it literally missed our price target. When it started the trajectory up, it literally missed our pricing target by 0.0015, essentially, okay? Not like we missed it by 10 cents or we missed it by a few pennies. No, it was 0.0015, okay? So it was one of those days where it was kind of like what do I say? Just a coincidence. But those things don't normally happen. But they typically happen because we're very precise. So if you did get picked up on that trade and the market maker or the exchange went ahead and took you for the ride on 10% and you made that's great. I don't include that kind of information or that kind of an event in what I do tell you when I say at the Discord, which the link is in the live chat. When I include, okay, the information about the returns that our individual listeners have had on our pricing targets, I'm not including that. I'm not including this event dealing with the news at all. Okay, and that I hope is to our credit and the credibility of the channel, because we did not give you this specific, and I'm down to that, guys, just so you know the level of accuracy here. No, I didn't give you this exact price figure. I gave you a price figure and a price target that was 0.0015 or so, 0.0015 away from where this action began. So as you look back and you realize the other, when I'm talking about the other gains that the traders here on the channel have made, that we have determined by very specific kind of investigation or analysis into the Fibonacci levels, understand these prior pricing events, guys, I'm on it 100%. Okay, this event where they came out with a news story just by chance and just missed our price target by 0.0015, guess what? That doesn't make the cut. And that's the only reason it doesn't make the cut, because it was a random news event. I'm sure they scheduled it up, so not random in that sense, but because it was off by 0.0015, it does not qualify. And so the other explanations that I'm giving you about the experience that traders have had in this community, you will know it's not off by 0.00015 or 0.0015. It's not off by anything. These other pricing targets that I've given and that I've provided are dead on. They are exact. So there is no wiggle room. There is no confusion. You guys understand that in terms of me explaining something. This one was off by this one was off. No, this one was right on. Okay, when I'm pointing at this area right here, this next one was right on. The previous one, the one above, right on. So as we look at those specifics, I hope that you guys appreciate the level of accuracy. When I say subscribe and turn on notifications, guys, this is the level of accuracy that I'm giving you, is literally demanding of myself and bringing on a continual basis something that's within, it's beyond, it's beyond just, trying to be, we want to get a rough estimate to you. No, we're specifically accurate down to the last, 0.0015. Okay, and if not, we don't count it. If not, I'm not going to take credit for it. I don't want credit for this in computing the previous returns and the guys, in the guys and girls in the Discord. If you join the Discord, you'll see it. I'm not going to take credit for that at all. That's a great news event. The management team did that, so we're very happy that they were able to accomplish that today. And congratulations to anyone who did use our pricing targets for whatever reason. Said, I want to make sure. And kind of give some insurance. I'm going to place this a little bit higher. That's possible. You may have done that. Someone may have said, we're going to place this a little bit higher. If you did that just by 0.0015 or 2, then you did. You made probably 10% today. And typically that's what you guys like to make. I don't know that this pricing event is over. It could continue. But yeah, that's not included. Long story about just letting you guys know where I stand. I know you spend a lot of time with the community. You spend a lot of time with me, learning and appreciating, trying to appreciate what I'm explaining. And I'm trying to lead and engage you guys as best as I can in Harmony One. And I put a lot of work and effort into it. I know you put a lot of work and effort and emotion and a lot of your lives into Harmony One. So I appreciate the opportunity to be able to come to you and bring you things like pricing targets. That's important to me to know that I'm able to serve the community, and I really mean that. So I want you guys to know, in terms of my credibility, that this is where I stand. Okay, and it's not that it wasn't a good day. It was a great day. We had a positive price action. That's phenomenal. We had great news. I love the new technology that they discussed today. I've downloaded it. I've used it. It's smooth. It's very sleek, and it's exactly the type of technology I would expect from Harmony One. So I'm very excited about Harmony One and the news that came out today. I'm very excited that if we missed my pricing target, it's because the CEO and the corporate, I guess the CEO and the COO, however many of those guys decided to come out with a news release about a new business partnership. So I'm thrilled about it. I'm thrilled that there's a positive price action. If we missed it by 0.002, the pricing target, I'm also thrilled because it's positive. It's not like, and you'll never get me hoping. Okay, this is another thing. As you assess, well, you may be a holder of Harmony One. Okay, you're like, well, I'm willing to learn something. Maybe I'll hear something great about Harmony One. Don't ever think that I want the price to go down, not even 0.0015, to meet one of my pricing targets, instead of achieving positive price. Okay, and let that sink in. Okay, please, because a lot of people, a lot of traders will try and even push down, and I experienced some of this recently. People who want to push down essentially a price, or they'll come and try and disrupt. They'll come and try and navigate things to where they can take advantage of a situation. Not at all, guys. Not at all with me. I'm happy that it did not meet our pricing target. It's a very strange day because it was so close, but that's fine. I'm happy that occurred. It would have been great to have been picked up in terms of the orders, the limit orders, if they were filled and there was a positive price action. That would have been more fun. That would have been great. But that's not going to. You'll never catch me saying, even on a 0.001, I wish it would have just gone down. No, Never, guys. You're never gonna get that from me. And so I hope all of you people holding understand. Not at any point in this whole process am I trying, or do I want even that much additional of a negative price action. Okay, and that's important that you guys know that, and I hope that that means something to you in terms, because it's not easy to understand if you are a holder and you just like to hold. You may be learning about trading. You may be trying to develop some skills and understand the overall strategy we're using. It's just, do understand that at the core of all of this is someone who, and a team that doesn't even want it to go down necessarily. I mean, another 0.001, okay, in price. We don't care. No, that's fine. It's great that it went up. Did you get my order? No, you didn't pick up my limit orders. Is that a problem? No, I'm happy it went up. Every single one of these moments, if it goes up and it skips me, it skips my order, fantastic. I'm extremely excited. That's just it. That's the way that it goes. So you guys have that level of support from me. I believe in the community that much. I believe in Harmony One that much, and that's all I want for this coin is positive price action. I want that. I also want I think like you guys do as well. I want a good community. I want a community that sticks together and supports each other. Something that we're proud of, and we can hold out to the rest of the community and say, yeah, this is what we do. This is what we're involved in. And it's rare to find something that you really believe in, and I believe that is Harmony One for a lot of us. So that's exciting, and we love the technology. You guys know we love the technology. The news today, guys, you're going to love the new Slick program. It's just phenomenal. You're going to love it. So, and that level of technology we've been waiting for. Okay, we've been waiting for this kind of some interaction, some sort of an event that we can look at, or some sort of new, if it's a decentralized exchange or something that's slick enough and kind of shows us what Harmony One can do. And now it can be, I'll just say it's functionally interchangeable with, and this is maybe available on some different platforms, but now it's functionally interchangeable with, like if you wanted to throw up, and I may, or you wanted to bring up, let's see, if you wanted to bring up, say, Harmony One, and you wanted to interchange it with XRP, okay, well, you can do that here, okay, you can do that through what they announced today, and it's this Swift blockchain. So you'll be able to, and you don't have to plug in addresses. You don't have to, some of these other things that people are using, I don't know how they use them or why they use them. But this is a sophisticated system. It's simpler, faster, safer. You guys will like that. That's the type of technology and the type of relationships that we were hoping Harmony One would get into soon. And we'd like to see them on their own platform with that technology working in that direction. I think that's happening right now, and it's nice enough to hold in your hands, guys. The new program is just cool. You're going to like it very much. I've talked with some kind of big players recently that have wanted to get involved in some different kind of decentralized exchange endeavors. So that's going to be a nice endeavor for you guys. To kind of recap on the price here, we're doing fine. It's at 15 cents. It's holding in and around 15 cents. Our pricing targets are, I think you guys know what our pricing targets are. Those are prices at which we're willing to or we're able, let's just say that we're able, and I hope everyone respects the fact that we are a part of this community as well, the people who trade. And the community is stronger with people who may be long-term holders, people who stake, and people who trade, okay? And we are able to acquire more at a lower level. That is what our finances dictate. If we all had unlimited finances, everyone may just say, let's keep pouring all the money in the world into Harmony One forever. At every price level, it doesn't matter. But it also drives us in terms of the strategy of trading. A lot of us, we have it in our background, or finance in our background. I'm sure a lot of you do, a lot of professional people in the community. And just understand that that's what drives us, and we're capable of investing more at lower levels. We have backup amounts of cash, okay, and backup amounts of cash, assets, etc. We're sophisticated individuals, and we have kind of a foundational level of support. We have chosen Harmony One. We meaning me, I'll just say that. I have chosen Harmony One, and I think you have as well, because it's something you believe in long term, and that's to everyone's credit that we're involved in something like that, and that we can all believe in it like that. That yes, as it drops, we're willing to invest more. We like it that much. So there are some issues in the overall market. I don't really want to get into all the details, but it's kind of a messy issue on top. People are kind of in a range of not knowing exactly what the broader market is going to do. And I think you guys kind of understand that. Is it going to be a breakout? Is it going to be a fallback? Is it going to be a kind of a sideways or a stagnation kind of a circumstance? We don't know. One thing we know is that we're consistently getting price action on Harmony One. And within the last 6 days, again, guys, these two pricing events, 70%. Now today, someone may have gotten picked up by the exchange. They may have gotten 10%. That's fantastic. That's not part of our targeted prices that we would count in our favor. So let's see. We have been over the pricing targets. I might as well go over them again because I think there's still reasonable levels. We probably chewed through a little bit of the first level here that I said was going to be a barrier if we were going to break down. And again, this may continue to go up. I'm not sure if it could. Sometimes we go to bed on Harmony One. Sometimes we will go. We'll say that's it for the night. We're going to rest, and we'll wake up and it's just chumming along. Sometimes that happens. I do know that there was a big purchase made yesterday by a key influencer on YouTube, and I think BitBoy Crypto. Some of you may like him or not. I think he put in a six-figure, which is over $100,000, into Harmony One. I think that's a great thing. Whether or not you like him, to have people investing in it at this level, it should make anyone feel good. Okay, it should make all of you feel good. If you are trading Harmony One, it should make you feel good. If you're holding Harmony One, it should make you feel very good. That people have that much confidence about where it's at right now. Okay, and I think that's important because as people are betting on it going down here to maybe get to a golden pocket ratio or some other kind of a bargain deal, understand that someone threw 100 grand large into Harmony One last night, okay, and got on the airwaves and talked about it. Okay, there are big positions that are being accumulated right now because they see Harmony One as a value, as having a lot of value at this level. And that should speak volumes to everyone who's trying to assess, well, should I stay in Harmony One, or should, I'm really interested in this other coin, or, I mean, guys, you have, some of the top influencers that literally right now they're looking at the technology, they're looking at the story, they're looking at the price action. They're not waiting. They're not waiting for it to go further down, and they're willing to pull the trigger right now. I'm not recommending that any of you do that right now. I'm not recommending, and nor do I ever, that suggest everyone go buy this now. I give you guys strategies, okay, to essentially eliminate risk. Okay, I like to teach what I've learned. I'll just tell you that, and if I can help people out. I don't like people feeling stuck. And for the individuals, let's say this, for the individuals that do feel stuck right now, they feel like they got in at too high of a price. Well, we have some people who are investing large amounts of money right now in Harmony One. They feel like it's at a great price right now. And I would just say maybe you should take that into consideration if you feel like you're stuck at all in Harmony One. It's too good of a story to feel like you're stuck in. So as we talk about the different price targets here, and those are the levels at which people are willing to double and triple down along the Fibonacci's. And the Fibonacci's are automatically generated, guys. Very easy stuff, very simple. I'm sure you know that by now. And we don't invest on the top level. The second level down here, the first tier, is real light. We kind of pepper in the investments. Then we double down here in the real green area. Then in the teal, we probably triple down. Okay. We double down again or triple down when we get into the purple zone, and when we get into the gray zone, we go heavier. The reason for that is we provide more liquidity, or more cash, I'll say more cash, at lower levels to get more volume. Okay, that increases our profits. If we pay too much, okay, if we pay too high of a price per coin, it's difficult to make money. So it's a real simple process, and that's a strategy used by major investment firms. That's it. It's real simple. That's a strategy used by major investment firms that I agree with and that I have used, and it has been very functional. It's been productive, okay? Particularly when I employ it exactly as I just described to you. Now, when I deviate, even me, if I decide, well, I'm going to have a little fun, I don't matter, nothing matters right now, let's go ahead and do one fun trade. When I deviate, I have the same bad experiences that you do. And you'll find that with the best traders. I've hired some of the best traders in some businesses I've had in the past. Even the best guys from Wall Street will come back at you and they will say, London, we had a bad day. I'm like, well, what happened? And they'll explain the trades they made. And it's like, oh, well, okay, that's a pretty bad day. I'm normally the kind of guy, I just say, I'm not worried about that. Yeah, we're going to get past that. You're going to make money. Don't worry about that. But if I don't stick to the program, guys, if I don't follow this strategy of the double or triple down in every single level, I'll tell you, I'll have a bad day. And it'll happen to me. You watch the guys on CNBC, you may think they're outrageously awful, but from Jim Cramer to the other guys on the Squawk or the Box, I'll tell you, they can have a bad day just as easily as you can when you don't follow your investment principles. So that's what we try and do. So let's cover these pricing targets real quickly. We went over the news just a bit. If you guys are new if you just kind of if you tuned in recently, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. I can go over a few of the announcements that we went over earlier. I know we do this a little bit throughout the stream to kind of catch you up and make sure you guys are plugged in with the Twitter and the Discord. We have 1,000 Harmony One. Okay, that's going to be given away, I think, on Saturday. So we're excited about that in a couple of days. We may go live stream with that. I'm assuming you all know about that contest. If you don't, hit the thumbs up right now. I can tell you about that. If everyone here knows about already, let's see. So looks like one or two people might not know about the contest so far. Well, we'll be happy to tell you about the contest, and let's see if a few more people want to hit a thumbs up and hear about the contest. Otherwise, we'll cover it in just 1 minute. So the 1,000 Harmony One, we like that because, guys, they're going to make it in. We're trying to make it into a dollar coin at least. I think it has potential way beyond that. Okay, way beyond $1. I think there may be some token burns involved. There may be some different things that occur. I don't want to speculate at this point, but I can see it at $1. So what I'll say is, with that, I mean, you're looking at potentially $1,000. And that's not $1,000 right now, but it's something that you can hold on to. And we're just excited about being able to give that to you, being able to do that for the community. That's exciting, and we're doing that through our Discord. So the Discord is the link at the top of the live chat. So you'll enjoy that. If you guys could pepper up the live chats right now with where are you guys from tonight? Sometimes we have different crowds and we have people from all over the world. So if you will let us know where you are from, that would be fantastic. I'm going to check in and see if we have any new followers on Twitter. And on Twitter, guys, the best way to do this, just type in The Kingdom, okay? Go and type in The Kingdom. This is the Crypto Kingdom, all right? So any of you who are new to the feed right now, type in The Kingdom, all right? TheKingdom. Type in The Kingdom right there. Then you'll have to scroll to the bottom, click on Go to the Kingdom, and then very easily you'll see us here. It's with the Harmony One logo, and you'll be able to just click on follow. Bam. And we will plug you into the latest pricing targets, etc. The giveaways that we have. We've already given away 500, I think, this week, Harmony One, and we're giving away 1,000 on Saturday. And that's just, you guys have enabled that. You've made that possible. So so that's a lot of fun, and we look forward to growing with you. And we're having fun. They're good people. In the Discord, I will say, in addition to Twitter, in the Discord we have good people, guys. It's a cool group. As sure as you're here and listening, it's a cool group in the Discord. You'll like it very much. A lot of you are probably already members. So that's exciting. Let's see what we got in terms of where you guys are from today. We got shout out to Street Nation, Georgia, USA. What's going on? Phoenix, Arizona. Nijaz, very good. We love Scottsdale. Georgia, nice over in Buckhead. We love Buckhead. Ray H, Wisconsin. Shout out to you, brother. Thanks for being here. Kevin Richmond. Let's see what we got. Harmony to the moon. All right, we like that. Daniel Evans, UK, 5:30 a.m. here. There we go. Well, you have to go to work. Well, have a great day. Hey, I'm glad that you were able to begin the work day with us. We have Newfoundland, Connecticut, and a shout out to Kurt. Welcome, Cocoa Beach, living in Nashville. Very nice, Jonathan Cassidy. That is fantastic. What do we got here? Shout out to Kevin Richmond. Shout out to we got Nijaz back again. That is fantastic. Mitch Konovic. I'm working on that one. Muchkanovic, I got it almost, Nijaz. Welcome. First time, California. What's going on? Guns, what's up, Guns? Nice to have you here. Nice to have you. Well, yeah, welcome to the Harmony family. This is what we do. We trade and we have a great time. We got some smart guys, some good traders here, brother. Let's see. Shout out to Stephen Wong. Los Angeles is in the house without a doubt. Carlos Gonzalez from Hot Atlanta. We call it Hot Atlanta. And what else do we have? Indonesia here. All right, Ahmed. That is fantastic. Indonesia, beautiful country. And Redondo Beach, as always. Surf is up. Surf is up. And Justin, time. We love surf. I'm an avid surfer. Love that stuff. So my days in Malibu, very nice. So Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Grady Breaks. Very nice to have you here. It's a pleasure to have you from Louisiana in the crowd. Let's see what we have. Anybody else that I missed? Like those thumbs up. I appreciate you guys doing that. And shout out to Andy Bollinger, some other guys that I may have missed up along the way. Luigi's in the house. Christy's in the house. A lot of you guys are just in the house, guys and girls. Very nice to see you guys here. You're a great group. You just are. And yeah, we've got, let's shout out to the Texas Raider. He's one of our moderators. You guys get to know him in the chat room. He's a cool dude. He's also in the Discord. And guys, throughout the day, you want to talk about a good Harmony One community, we're able throughout the day to stay in touch, to talk about issues, to pass around jokes, to talk about other hot cryptos, talk about, I mean, what is the SEC? And Chi-Town, hey, Rye Guy Chai, nice to have you in. Shout out to Australia. That's where James Bond is from, just so you guys know. He's a great guy from Australia. And Miami, Florida, Easy Money. What is going on, Miami, Florida? Nice to have you here. I had a thought today. I wanted to share it with you guys. Let's go, before I do that, let's go through the specific pricing targets. We have your attention. We just discussed where everyone's from. No matter where you're from, you want to know the pricing targets. Okay, I know that. And we will go over those. I can't get into what the company's going to do specifically. Don't send me on that goose chase, okay? In terms of, I cannot start digging into the company, okay, and providing you guys with when they're going to announce something. I'm not going to do that. If one of you has a good relationship with them and it's on the up and up, that's fine. In terms of insider information, I'm just not willing to go there. I'll talk about technicals. I think you guys understand. You know, I'd like to read about the SEC and the DOJ in the newspaper and the Wall Street Journal. That's fine. But I'd rather not meet them in person under those circumstances. Okay, so yeah, all of you can just agree we have a great community. Go ahead in Twitter. Follow us on Twitter. You may already be following us on Twitter. As we look at the pricing targets, and the Twitter, I bring that up because that's where we will share the pricing targets along with the Discord, which is the pinned message right now in Twitter, or not in Twitter, in your chat. Okay, I'm looking at Twitter, but that's the pinned message in YouTube right now is Discord, and that's what it looks like. It's really cool. It's something that you will enjoy quite a bit. We have a welcome screen. We have all kinds of stuff. So someone put up something of Michael Jackson eating popcorn. I don't know why. Just something cool. Now the pricing targets. Now this is where you guys make money. All right. This is specifically where you make money. You made money today on the news. Maybe some of you are getting news updates. One thing we're going to do, and I want to let you guys know this, in the Discord, we're going to have kind of an automated process whereby if anyone produces news on Harmony One, we're going to filter it into our Discord. Okay, so that's a really phenomenal aspect, and a shout out to Yosuke, our friend Yosuke, and Gear Shifter, who are helping us put together the Discord. So that's a phenomenal kind of, I'd say more than a treat. That's really essential for business. And the goal, I guess, the goal is like today on the news event, we'll be immediately notified, and the whole community will be able to talk about it. So. Yeah, that's phenomenal. That's exactly what we want in terms of the ability to react quickly, if you so choose, to react quickly to something like that. And it's just information, so we're able to deliver that information via Discord and Twitter, and including this type of information, because not everyone will listen to this portion of this video. So you guys are in the I'd say the good group that's going to get to hear it exactly. And this, again, these are the exact pricing figures that we're using that are just Fibonacci's, okay, and they're literally they are precisely kind of what we need to focus on because they hit, okay, and when they hit, it's a money situation. So limit orders at these levels work. They work because they're built in and they're established. They're given to us by the exchanges, so they're used by every trading desk around. They'll look at Fibonacci's on whatever they're investing in. It's just the truth. It's part of the basic platform of every trading. If you go to Binance and you look at their charts, you will have Trading View as something you can click on. This is the tradingview.com. This is the premium edition. So as we look at these pricing targets, I don't need to convince you guys, those who are listening, you guys know you made 30% here, then you made another 20% here, you made 30% previous there to two instances of 10%, 10%. So those were pricing targets. This one today, this 10% today, I did not give you that pricing target, nor that news, nor the release. I didn't divulge any information at all before then. So that's not included in the returns that our guys have made with our pricing targets. That's my credibility on the line. So you guys understand that that is not me that made that 10% or us that made that prediction or that pricing target for you. Now, nonetheless, great news. It was good to have that news. I liked it. So that 1386, the 1369, 1386, in and around that level there. You guys know that's been a crucial level. Let's see. Let me see exactly. Let's see. That looks like as we get down to, that's the breakthrough level you're going to have to get through, which represents the full retracement of the bottom portion, which is already hit one time for 20%. Okay, that specific level, and it sounds like an off number, right? 13,879, something around there. It sounds like an off number. It's 13,879. It's computed by essentially by the Fibonacci guys. They're just ratios. It's just something that's automatically computed. You can watch me draw it. Literally, it's an automatic diagram that will pop up and automatically compute the amount of retracement, okay, or the amount that the price action will fall after it has gone up. It's that simple. So every single level is a different level of retracement. That's it. Okay, a percentage of retracement from the original price that it went up to. Very simple. That's all the Fibonacci is. So if at the 50, the 50% retracement is a retracement or a scaling back in the price of 50% of the value that it went up. It's that easy. So it's not complicated. You don't have to compute it. Those are the levels. Now you have to know how to draw it, okay? And you have to know the specifics of which time frame you're on. You have to know whether or not you should use candlesticks. Sometimes you should, sometimes you shouldn't. Most of the times you shouldn't. Those are the details. You get into different details, and if you do change time frames, you have to know whether or not your Fibonacci's have changed. So there's some things that you can get hung up on that, it's not good to make a mistake, I'll say that, and you don't want to make mistakes. That's why we were off today on the target price, coincidentally, by 0.0015, okay, from what they actually went to before they released the news. I know they didn't do it on purpose. I'm going to say this, huh? We have to say this almost as part of the community because we've been so accurate. We have to say this. We've been so incredibly accurate. There's no way that the management board, think about this. There's no way the management board, the CEO and the COO of Harmony, their Harvard Business School and their Wharton PhD and all this other stuff, there's no way that they would have done that to us, right? Because we've been perfectly on, huh? We literally, on all of these pricing targets, we've just been hammering it, like, perfectly. So I don't think it would be, I'm not, what do you call that? I don't know, it'd make you, like, suspicious or something. I don't know if they're suspicious or we are. But, I'm not going to be paranoid that they must be listening to us. I don't think that happened. It's just a wild coincidence that they almost hit our pricing target within 0.001. I'll never forget that. On the same day I was talking about precision, we were grading. I was laughing with a member of the Discord, and I was grading his work. It's like he would send me a chart. I'm like, well, right here, we need to fix this part. Well, right here. And it was just, we were being so exacting, and we started laughing about it. But I'm like, it just really matters. And you realize when you do something highly, highly specific and accurate and detailed, you realize it's a different process, and you appreciate it differently. So that's the level of expertise I like to bring I have a background as a financial analyst. Okay, I've worked on huge deals, and I know that it's the it's the specificity and the accuracy, those levels of high specificity and accuracy that really make the impression, that really get the deal done. And those are the guys who wind up being the lead VP or the lead analyst on the investment project, or a lead acquisition specialist, etc. It's that level of extreme accuracy, and I enjoy having that. I always have, and yeah, it's nice to be able to bring to you guys. And let's see, the 1386, okay, 1386, 1387. And I'm into this now. You guys have to understand, because if I'm into like the 1386, the 1387, we're back into it's .001. You don't have to do that on your orders. You don't have to do that. Give it a couple of .00 whatever. If you'd like to, you can do that, or you can stick exactly to what I'm telling you. You can understand we're being very, very precise. The next level down. Let's go ahead and just talk about the next level down, okay? And that's going to be the first one I just mentioned. You've already hit that for, you've hit that one for 20%. So that 13.8, okay, in all reality, that 13.86, 13.87, you've already hit that for, and I'm just going to say this, guys, you've hit that for 20+%, okay? Then you hit the news today. Somebody hit the news, all right? So in between the 20% at the 13.8 and the news within .001, I'm not going to say that this level has washed out, okay? But between us, honestly, I'm going to, and this is why it's important you guys listen to all of our videos, okay? For you guys that are listening, I commend you. I know it's not easy. It's not easy for me all the time either, but it's very worthwhile, because I just took that off. Okay, I took that price target off. It's not that we missed it, and don't ever think that we missed a price target or it didn't go right or you guys any of us did anything wrong. To the contrary, they came out with great news. Okay, it just happened to be .001 away from our price target. No big deal. We're happy about it. The price went up. That's exactly what we want. Okay, whether or not we're hugely involved or mildly involved, whatever level we're still involved, that's fantastic. That's what we want. So I am going to move that, because I think that washes out. It's close enough to our price target. I believe, I really think on the, in terms of, we could calculate it, but I honestly, I just kind of know that is washed out. Could we have another small event here? Sure, but I believe that's kind of washed out the upside, kind of the potential of the price action in and around this 13.8, 13.7, 13.8, 13.9. I think that's kind of been washed out, and that's not a problem. That's just the truth, because we've had a few events. You can go, if you want to this prior action at 15. Okay, it hit twice, right? What happened at the end of the second one? It went ahead and fed on through, went down to the 13 mark, and it really kicked up. A lot of orders waiting at this 13 mark. We talked about the minimal amounts on top, the double down, then the triple down, getting heavyweight, in terms of the amount on the way down. And that's economics, guys. At lower prices, you're going to have more demand. At higher prices, you're still going to have some demand. It's just not as much. That's why we're willing to support the price action. We're willing to support the exchange and the market makers. You made back all of that on this 20% trajectory. This was a great example, because we gave you this pricing target, and I've been talking about on the top level here on this. Let's see here on this Fibonacci, on the top level here. I said maybe $100, and $100. There's nothing wrong with $100. Right? It's in line with this .382, the first level. Yeah, it's just $100. Put in a limit order for $100. Well, what does that do? You say, well, London, what does that do? $100. Well, it gives you, some lateral. We have vertical and we have lateral. This gives you some lateral exposure in terms of what you're building. Okay, the chart that you're building, like today's event, was phenomenal. It gave us some vertical exposure, all right, to the upside. Now we'll have some more lateral exposure. The more of that we can do, the more bullish things get. So if we're able to move this pricing action laterally, all right, you'll see if we go back to one of these original pricing actions, this in here, You see, that's just a nice lateral channel, and then bam, we're up. That's strong pricing action. That's what we like. Look at what we're in right now. It's kind of like a sideways consolidation. Like we've achieved that, whether or not we want to fully admit it, but with a strategy and some help, we have to say, and some help from the management team, and it's much appreciated. Thank you so much to the management team, and you guys, we all must be relieved for this because it's a big deal. We're involved in Harmony. I mean, I have holdings in Harmony, okay, and in a lot of things, but in Harmony One for sure. So we've been able to push this out, particularly at every level, and as we go down a level, we double or triple down, and those are the targets because they are the levels that have been given to us by the Fibonacci's, and that's the technology that the exchange has provided us with. So there are different probabilities essentially that, well, you might get picked up on the way up, right? There might be an upward trajectory. You might want to like prepare yourself slightly. You know, if you got $1 million, say a client has you with $1 million, you're managing the $1 million. It's, okay, well, we're going to go through a retracement. Well, if the stock takes off the next day and you've already gotten fully out of the stock, he might look at you and say, so how are we doing on the stock? You say, oh, well, I have to say we took our profits, we're out of the stock. Well, how about we just, this is why I get into it, we just pepper in a little bit of money. We pepper in a little bit of money. If it's $100, maybe on $1 million, maybe it's 10,000. All right, we're going to put 10 grand in, no problem. That way your client comes and talks to you, and I'm not teaching you how to manage a client at all. But then if your client comes to you, you say, you know what, I have to tell you, we did take the majority of the profits, but I have a surprise. Listen, okay, we were able to make a little bit of cash on that today. And it may be some huge phenomenal event that's really out of the ordinary, and him look at you like, normally we take all the profits, but look, we went ahead and we did have exposure to the upside. And they'll be so excited. They'll say it's only 10% or something else. At least you're covering that angle. And when we're able to create that lateral, okay, and that's side to side, okay, left to right, essentially, when we're able to push that price out, we are creating on the overall pricing, the structure, we're creating a bullish tendency, okay? And that's important when we're looking at a retracement in terms of creating that sideways trajectory. And guys, look at it right now. I just want you to take a step back and look at things at the chart right now. And I think it's starting to look pretty good. And that's not something that we have said necessarily, is that the chart of Harmony One is starting to look good. And, do understand, like I talked about BitBoy Crypto. You may be a fan of his or not. I'm indifferent. He's an influencer. That's fantastic. He's put a lot of work in. You guys put a lot of work in your jobs too. But he bought in last night $100 grand worth, or 6 figures I know of. Could have been 200-300 grand. I don't know. That's not my business exactly how much, but he notified people today that he bought Harmony One, and he told everybody he bought Harmony One. All right, well, that's a 6-figure input right here. He thought that this looked good enough. He liked the fundamentals, and the guy knows he has to know his crypto. All right, he has to know a bargain when he sees one. So right now, this is starting to look pretty good. If you look at the upward trajectory, look at now we're starting to get in. Well, that was a retracement period. Yeah, that was a retracement period. Now we're getting into, well, this is kind of a natural action here. This is kind of starting to look pretty decent, I have to say. We do have an upward slope here at the end. We're starting to push sideways, and potentially at some point we may be starting to push upwards. So this is the type of information that we want to see. These are the types of discussions that we like to have. We're involved in Harmony One, and we want to say, you know what, and I think everyone kind of agrees, that's starting to look pretty nice. Yeah? And I've seen, to the contrary, I've seen pricing actions that have completely fallen apart for whatever reason. I've put these intervals in here so that you understand and these are Fibonacci timing intervals. You don't have to know how to make them at all, but they're pre-designated, okay? They go in. If I lay them down, they go in exactly like this. They give us kind of a scope of kind of the frustrating syndrome of something that wants to run up in the beginning and then it gets difficult. You guys you'll see so many things, okay? You'll see so many, probably per day, different investment opportunities, different coins or different, maybe a stock, whatever you're involved in, and they all look parabolic like this. And you start to learn after a while, yeah, but then they seem to kind of do this, don't they? Yeah. And you'll notice that a lot of it's due to the timing, these timing intervals and the sequences of the Fibonacci's. Okay, and you see these exact, and I didn't draw these here. Okay, these are exactly placed by calculative events, I'll say, or calculations, and they become calculative events in terms of their variable nature. But you'll see the peak here, right? Peak here. Up here we have another peak. Up here we have another peak, and we have kind of a peak that's going on right about here. So very close proximity in with the Fibonacci, even in terms of the timing. Excellent, excellent matching up in terms of the Fibonacci levels up. Okay, the calculations up. All right, we see the stair step here. Perfect support along the Fibonacci. The next stair, the next step we take up. Okay, perfect support along this Fibonacci. All right, the next step up, look at this. We jumped up 2 steps. Perfect support on the Fibonacci. All right, so this is really phenomenal. This is phenomenal pricing action when you're able to digest it and say, yes, I understand these are the ratios that go into building price action. So of course they're going to match up. The same reason why when I give you a price target, we missed the one today by 0.001, all right, because it was great news. That's great. We're happy it did go up. We're creating phenomenal price action again. It looks like we're trying to break back into bear mode, okay? Yeah, it's nice. At any point in time, it could hit, guys. At any point in time, it could hit. Follow us on Twitter. Make sure you're in the Discord. It's going to be exciting when it does hit. When we get back on in the roll and the swing of things, we're all going to be very happy that we stuck with Harmony 1. Before such time, you may want to know what are the other price targets that I have. We did take away this 13.89. If you choose to still trade that, that's your choice. A lot of people will because they've already made 20% at that level, and some people did not get picked up by the news event today, which missed them. The books, the market makers books missed you by what? By 0.001. That's very difficult to imagine. But nonetheless, we didn't do anything wrong. We stick by our original figure. We had the Fibonacci. They may not have had it. I'm not sure, but it was just timing. So this still stays strong in terms of the pricing target. This is let's say the 13.8.7, the 13.9. That still stays strong for the pricing target. And it's a light level, right? If you want to hit that again, I imagine it's going to get hit to some degree because people have made money at that level. They didn't get hit here. It's still washed out. Again, in this entire first 2 zones, these figures are carried over to where if this is $100, okay, that's applied in this zone on top, maybe it's $200 in this zone on bottom that's carried through these different levels, okay? And then as this is 100, say 200, and you may add it 10, it may be 1,000, it may be 2,000, maybe 10,000, maybe 20,000. I'm not going to get into your finances, and you do your own calculations. I always say do your own research, do your own educational endeavors, and you make up your own mind. This is what the big players are using, and this makes sense because you acquire more volume. If you double and triple down at these levels, you acquire more volume on the lower levels. That way, any incremental change in price to the upside will cover your previous investments. It'll erase that risk from the books. Even if it's wiped out, it'll erase it because you'll have more volume on the downside. So any move to the upside is going to cover you. And something with great price action, this has phenomenal price action where it's easy to do the math, looking at the pricing events, do the math quickly, and you'll come up with kind of a satisfaction of the strategy like we did here. Okay, and going to the event of April 7th, the 30 to 50% that we gave you this pricing target, we communicated it to you. Okay, the program communicated that pricing target to us, and so we communicated it to you. So the 30 to 50%, and then kind of falling back in this zone, recommending kind of peppering in again on the top level, peppering in maybe the equivalent of $100. Now it's going to be subdivided because on this whole area here across, you're going to only have the 100. So, or if that's 1,000 or 10,000, depending on how much you're working with, right? So the top level here and the second level is going to be divided by this overall amount in this zone, and it's going to be probably a 1-to-2 ratio in here. So you pepper that in on top. Then as we get down in here, well, then you're going to double that in around here. Then this whole next level is going to be double what this was. That's going to be fed through to these next three levels with those ratios, okay? And you may choose, some people choose to, if I go here, okay, London, I get it, more at the next level down. I'm going to multiply the amount I have at the previous level. If we get there, I get a better bargain. I accumulate more coins. Yeah, you accumulate more coins. So what happens? Well, if we go up through to the moon, I'm going to have a bigger holding. You sure are, right? And as things get into, well, now we're at 45 cents, or now we're at 85 cents. I'm going to tell you, the work that you do in here, there's not going to be another zone for you to operate in where you're going to be this efficient in terms of pricing to accumulate large amounts of this coin. You may still continue to trade it, but if you can accumulate heavier volumes in this area, it becomes serious financial work, okay, in terms of the potential profitability of it, assuming a very nice appreciation in the price of it. You guys understand that? Being at lower levels, your money's going to go further. Even if if you're talking about investing $1 million or 10 million, or you're talking about investing essentially $1 or $10, it doesn't matter. Your dollar's going to go a lot further, or your investment funds are going to go a lot further in terms of acquiring the volume that you need. And that can be phenomenally important as you go forward. So we kind of bust through it when we're in this zone to try and maximize your profits, and not just for now, but in the long run as well. So these figures, let's just get through the rest of them. And I've taken a little bit of time just to kind of allow you guys to chat and go through a few little issues. Looks like we have some, let's see, a few different people, 100, 200, 600, 1800, 5400. You got it, James Bond. You guys look at James Bond right there. He's got the entire, that layout right there that James Bond just put into the chat. That is the exact layout, okay, that can be used, which represents a double down approach. Just double or triple down. And you turn into triple down because the 100 and then the 200, you're going to essentially add those together. Then the double is the 600. Or you could take the 200 and triple it, and you get 600, right? So it's a double down or triple down approach. And it's best communicated and best understood by what happened this week, okay? And looking at this week, as you peppered in on the top, say the 100, could have been 1,000, all right? And it may be 2,000 at the next, whatever, or it could be $10 and 20. But real light, whatever it is for you, just real light, or for me, this is the investment house approach that I agree with personally. You can see if you do. But as you pepper this in, as say the 100 level right here, okay, great. And then you pepper in, let's say at this next one, okay, we're going to put the orders right in here, London, you got it. And we're going to create this lateral pricing action, work with the market makers, work with the exchanges, and try and support this bullish nature of this Harmony 1. Yeah, we're going to put the 200 in here, and then we move to the 600. Okay, then we move to the 1800 in here. So the big money starts to play here. Yeah, you got it right. Well, that's good. See, I like that because understand all of the investments that have gone along here at the higher levels, right? Yeah, all of the investments that have gone along at the higher levels that you had put your orders in for, okay? What happened when you hit the $1,800 mark? When you hit this $1,800 mark, your orders went through and they got filled. And that was enough cash for the market maker to take to market or begin to market, okay, Harmony 1 to others at a higher price. When you see this, the escalation in the price like this much velocity in the price, it's not catching much in between here, guys. The price is being shot up to those levels by the market maker as he's able to take your positions out to the market to other individuals who don't own yet, and he's able to sell to increase the price, okay, achieve the price action he needs, and he's able to sell what you have just accumulated or what others have held and need to get rid of, okay? He's able to sell those now at a higher price based upon the funds that you have input, okay, at this specific level. So that greater degree of money, when I talk about just 100, maybe 200, maybe $600, yeah, and we get into, okay, how about $1,800? Yeah, now that kind of makes sense, okay? So that's a bigger amount of money. So those specific levels, tie them in the way you want to. If I've left a little bit of ambiguity, it's because I want you guys to understand that you do your own calculations, your own research, and for educational purposes, I want to educate you how the big guys are investing. And I'm not telling you any secrets, no insider information. It's just this double down, triple down approach works. And how do we know it works? Well, when we hit this, there's enough cash on the books. And it's a crucial level in terms of the retracements, in terms of the Fibonacci retracements. So there are going to be orders here. I told you guys the day before this, I was like, right here, there's going to be orders. There's going to be a price action. You all know who heard that video. Absolutely. I was saying, there's going to be a pricing action right here. And sure enough, bam, okay, 20+%, okay, on that money. The important thing is you covered all of these other orders, right? So all the time that you took to place those smaller orders along the way, you created, okay, a bullish scenario, okay? And you created the dynamic where you essentially could not just fall off, because that's the danger. Okay, if you were to just fall off, express no interest, and we have a real sharp decline, I'll just tell you, whatever amount you or whoever else would choose to put in around this level, it may get picked up, it may not. You know, that's going to show that's going to show a big bearish sentiment. All right, when you look at the relative strength or the overall sentiment, that's going to show a huge bearish sentiment. In terms of how the market maker is able to perceive just zero support, right? I mean, if you were to go down to here, just no support, no, you can't have that. You're a bull. I mean, that's what we are. We're bulls. We want this price to go up. So we have to pepper that in. We have to get at these different levels and double and triple down and put those limit orders in so that we can create that bullish scenario. And again, let's zoom out because I like this. I cannot wait until this chart looks so good again, and we're able to just look at it and say, look at what we've been through. This has been nice. Look at what we've built. And the exchange is building it all. They're giving us the tools to build it. I'm just happy we can use their materials. It's nice. This trading view is nice. But look at this. It's starting to look. It's starting to look nice. I know everyone wanted it from this point just to go straight up again, but you know we're looking pretty good. I mean, I have to say, I think you guys agree. It's starting to look like something that could kind of pick up. We even do have, and I will draw this. I didn't want to draw the symmetrical triangle at all, but I will draw this. Now, that's not set in stone at all, but that's something that we can start to look at, whether or not it's right here, or if it falls back and we get into right here. At least we are showing some degree of interest right now and something that's heading up this way, all right? And something in that direction. We haven't really been, okay, other than this pricing action right here, we haven't really been in a circumstance where we're saying, you know, well, let's look at this. I mean, back here we were doing really well, right? I mean, we were going to the moon. Everybody was happy, right? Well, yeah, look, you know, we're not completely like that right now, but we're getting to the point where we could kind of understand something traveling back up in the right direction. And, you know, maybe this is just kind of an interim situation right now. And maybe ultimately when we head back up in the right direction, it might look kind of like that. We might get back to this original kind of feeling, this original kind of a slope in terms of the transition that we're creating. And yeah, in terms of how things look right now, I just want people to understand that they're starting to look pretty good. They're starting to look better. So that should, you guys should all congratulate yourself. I know you're working hard, you're paying attention, and you see the kind of results we're having. And yeah, I don't know many other communities that are having these. You know, we're just having nice results amidst the challenge. And you guys have seen enough charts, you know, people go through these challenges, right? It's just Harmony One is not specific to going through a pricing challenge. It's just it's not. We are probably specific in being able to meet that challenge head on, and we're doing a very good job at that. And you guys are doing an excellent job at that. So as we look at the pricing targets, I think down a lower level, and I'll get to that after I talked about how good the chart is looking. You guys know it's looking good, but down at the lower level, okay. We are looking at the 10 to 10.5 potentially. That is after, okay, after the 13. 13 is going to be the layer that you already hit hard. Okay, you hit that hard enough to where, and that's heavy money, right? That's heavier amounts of money as you walk down this overall fib on the aggregate here. That's a heavier amount of cash than anything you've even played with here. This in here gave you a 20%. This one here previously gave people a 30%. So I imagine there's going to be a lot of players at this 13 again that want to hit it and get their 30%, their 30 to 50%. Okay, that's going to be a heavily operated level, the 13 again. Okay, you hit the 15 twice, back to back, right here, bam, 10%, bam, 10%. So I don't see you guys not wanting your 30 to 50%. It's a critical level again, and given the nature, and I say if we can get there, I mean, I'm assuming we can get there. I'm assuming this upward pricing action from the news that it's not going to get picked up. I mean, last night, BitBoy Crypto, and if he or anybody else is listening, hey, shout out to you guys. Shout out to all you guys who may be listening throughout the time. Of course, you know, we put on a stream for a while, and throughout the whole of it, the average attention span, I think, is like 20 minutes. So we talk for a while. People will circulate in and circulate out. We probably have, 1,500 to 2,000 that will listen throughout the overall, message. And just the general talk. I know that people involved in the community, you're busy. You have things to do. So you need you need 10 minutes, or you need you need half an hour. Some of you need the whole time. And that's okay. I've been there where I've needed 10 minutes or I've needed the whole time. And if I'm learning versus if I'm just kind of hanging out, it's time for me to listen to the crypto kingdom. That's no big deal. We're going to learn about harmony and learn about trading mechanisms. Some big guys on the street. What are we going to do? One thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. Anyway, real quickly, before I get into that, 13 cents, heavy. I think it's going to be heavy, right? Guys already made 30 to 50%. I see them jumping back in at that level, period. You may jump in at this next level where you already made the 20% because you didn't get picked up. I don't think that's going to be real critical, but what I'll say is that's not a real heavy level for us. It's going to be heavy. It's going to be tripled down in this level. You guys do the calculations on this other level. I think you kind of know the arrow is off there. If you want to allow it just to charge this level with some serious cash, I wouldn't be surprised. That's my take based on your behavior and the returns you've realized thus far. That's my take in terms of what you guys will likely do. Okay, you can choose to do anything you want to do. That's your decision. So in terms of the lower level, the 10 to the 10.5, nothing's changed. Now this is the golden pocket. Now the 10, I'll tell you this, it's going to be tough for you to get down to 10 because you have to get through this 13. And anything can happen in terms of news positively. All right. You had people go in last night with 6 figures at 14. All right. So you're going to tell me that, you're going to shave off 30% of that price where he essentially got in, or these big players essentially got in. You want a 30% discount from where major acquisitions just took place within a period of time of 3 or 4 days or a week. Let's say a week, or maybe a week or 10 days. You want a 30% discount from kind of a major investor playing with decent amounts of money in crypto. That's a decent amount of money in altcoins, 100 grand, a 6-figure, etc. BitBoy Crypto invested that last night. He came in at these levels. He didn't wait. He didn't put in a buy order, a limit order at 13 and another one at 10.5. That's how we are playing it. But when people begin to get in at that level, it may be because they see some sort of a value that we are trying to create, and that we have been very dedicated in terms of the strategy of recognizing and achieving. So just think, if you can get to these levels, it would be dynamic. It would be a dynamic thing to accomplish to get to this golden pocket. And these arrows are here because those are the pricing levels. This is the 65% to the 61.8% retracement, which is that 10 to 10.5 level of the golden pocket. You can put your orders in there. You could put your orders in way up here. If you want to, guys, you can put an order in for 24 cents. In terms of what makes sense to you, if you want to do that, or put an order in for 0.006 cents. And I'm not being crazy or anything. Study your own agenda if you want one. If this doesn't make sense, if the Fibonacci's don't make sense to you, then put your orders in wherever you like. You of course have the freedom to do that. It's a free country. It's a free world. You can put in your orders wherever you want to. No one's going to hold it against you. No one's going to say, look at what you didn't do or you should have done. It's just, this is part of the education of what I have researched and found to be kind of a key approach by the institutional powerhouses that exist on the planet. Okay, so, and I have a very strong financial background in terms of, I was a financial analyst when I was 22 years old and did when I was 22 years old and did a $1 billion equity fund straight out of Duke University. So working with Harvard Business School, etc. So yeah, that's my background, and I like to bring that to you. After that, when I was 22, things got a lot more interesting. So I've dealt with a lot of issues pertaining to the market, pricing, etc., and teaching some people as well. So let's see what we have here. If there's anything in that you guys need answered in the comments, you can let me know in the comments, and that'll be great. Let me jump in real quickly about the giveaway. We have a 1,000 Harmony giveaway. Okay, we're giving away 1,000 Harmony. That's going to be on Saturday. We'll probably do a live stream, and it's important because we're trying to get Harmony to $1 essentially, and I think it's going to get there. We're seeing a lot of positive price action and some different things. And we're seeing kind of a rebuilding right now of the character of Harmony. The chart's looking good. I gotta say, it's looking great. You guys are doing awesome. Huh? The market, all of you guys are doing just awesome job as market participants. At the Kingdom, I want to go to Twitter again. If you'll type in THEKINGDOM, the Kingdom. We're the Crypto Kingdom, and the Kingdom is our handle on Twitter. Scroll to the bottom of the menu. You'll have to scroll. We're not one of the people listed, okay? We're kind of a backdoor channel here. Go and click on it. It'll say go to the Kingdom. Click on that, and then you'll see on Twitter, this is us, Crypto Kingdom with a K, all right? Crypto Kingdom with a K. And then click on follow. Bam. Click on follow, and we will be right there to deliver you news. We have a few people now that have followed. Let's see who we have. We have Maksud Sharipov. Hey, Maksud, shout out to you. Nice to have you. Clever Lang, what's going on, Clever Lang? Newbie, it says. And then we have Nico. So Nico, it's great to have you here as well. You guys, it's great to have you. Go ahead and put a profile picture up if you can, Nico and Maksud Sharipov, so that the community will know kind of what's going on with you, and we can see that is one funny cat. I'm sorry, have you guys seen this? This is just funny. I mean, look at this. Huh? Is that your cat? I don't know, but that's Clever Lang. Clever Lang. I don't know if that is your cat, but that is a funny picture of a cat, I have to say. Irrespective, this is one of the, if you look at at the details of our channel, we are going through a lot of what's going on with Harmony One. We have some coins on top. We have a B for Bitcoin. I'm not sure if that's even relevant, but that's okay. This is our logo. It's the Harmony One, and we'll go through the CEO when he gives information. We'll give that information out to you guys. If there's a development in the price, we'll give you that. If there's a pricing target change or anything like that, we'll give that to you. So that's there. We'll be doing that 1,000 Harmony giveaway. Hey, we have a new follower right now. Ant, what's up, Ant? Nice to see you, brother. If you don't build your dreams, someone will hire you to help build theirs. Hey, I like that. Very nice, very nice. Hey, cool Audi, brother. Very nice Audi. I like that. It's a fast car. All-wheel drive, I assume, brother. Very nice wheels, very nice wheels. Ant, very nice to have you. ANTT. Very cool. Jersey boy, what's up? In the house. Very nice. Welcome to Twitter, and welcome to Crypto Kingdom. Nice to have all of you guys. The Discord is the top link in the chat right now. That link will take you into it's a personal invite. There's no charge for the Discord. It's open to everyone, and we have everything from general discussions to Harmony One to hot cryptos, post your trades, Kingdom histories, like what's your history, your family background, BNB, Binance. We do have an exclusive membership section there. I'm not sure how people get in that, but it's just, we don't do much in there. I'm in there. We just kind of hang out and say, hi, we're here. We put a picture of a red carpet in there. That's all we've done. So it's nothing real. There's nothing secretive about that, just so you guys know. You can also ask me a question. Here it says Ask London. and London's projections, and some of these are kind of crucial on different things. And yeah, it's just a way for us to interact. There's some really nice imagery and some nice advanced techniques and tools that I use, and I kind of let people know kind of what's going on technically. If I look at the technicals from an analytical standpoint, which I'm trained in. I have years of experience in that, so that is a good thing. Let's see what we have. Looks like we have another. One more shout out real quickly. Defense. I like that. What's going on defense? Shout out to defense. Try the truth. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see if we can get a copy of this. Looks like there's a flying animal. There's an animal flying over the freeway. That's cool. I appreciate that. You guys will see my profile on Twitter, and I think it says something like former presidential advisor and former financial analyst or finance background, something like that. So we will form a good group. We don't talk politics, I'll tell you that. We just get along with everybody. That is our goal, is to get along with everybody. So we enjoy doing that. We talk about harmony. That's kind of the whole point now. Harmony, Harmony One. So that's a good thing. As we look at the overall market, guys, it's looking frustrated in general. I'm just going to say that. It's looking like everything's trying to hang on to any kind of a gain at this point. And I don't know. That's difficult. So, that's just the way the market is right now. And we can read into that, or we can just look at Harmony One and say, you know what? Harmony One looks pretty good. And I know big guys are investing in it right now. Hey, I'm pretty happy. Whether or not you're holding or whether or not you're trading. Now, I would recommend, if you're trading, to always have money to double down, period. People say, well, are you changing your tune? You're becoming bullish. Just put all your money in now and roll with it, huh? Not at all. Always have money to double down. Always. If there's a crash, have money to double down. And I mean if the wheels come off of the whole market, have money to double down. Double, triple down, okay? Let's see what we have here. Let me look. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought in terms of this. This really hasn't changed much. We're still at 14.789, so just under 15 cents. You guys saw the price. We missed our target by 0.001. Can you guys believe that? I mean, that's insane, huh? I don't know if you guys believe that maybe the management team would not have done that on purpose just to mess with us, huh? I mean, they might have. They're smart guys, and they know some of them went to Harvard Business School. That's fine. I've been up there. I've studied up there. It's nice. Spent some time up there. So in and around different Ivies and different stuff, I've had a good time. So I'm going to check into the chat right now, see what you guys have going on, if you need anything. Let's see. You guys talking about different coins. That's nice. You guys are already members. Hey, y'all give us a thumb up, huh? Hey, we almost got a lot of thumbs up. That's good. 70. We almost got a lot of thumbs up. That sounds real intelligent, doesn't it? Huh? We have a 72. It's just exciting, huh? All of a sudden we had 72 thumbs up. I like that. You can tell that I like that. I'll go ahead and like it too. If you guys have more thumbs to yourself there, if you have 2 thumbs, use one of them. Huh? If you could use one of them, we would appreciate it. If you guys would like more messages like this and more streams to get out the word of Harmony One, you can support that effort by clicking a thumbs up. And yeah, that's really great that you guys were able to add the thumbs in there. I appreciate that. That's cool. Thank you so much. Let me see if we have any more details to go into. Honestly, I've given you the pricing targets. I've gone over the news. Again, Swift blockchain, guys, this is pretty cool. I mean, it is slick. I'm going to tell you, it is slick. And you may not like to trade your Harmony for anything. If you ever had to and someone else had something else, or you were going to pay for something, I think this is going to facilitate us. Actually, it says manage, swap, trade, pay, and more. We're going to be able to pay for things with Harmony One. How cool is that, huh? That's the news for today, the Swift blockchain. We'll be able to pay for things with Harmony One. That's just awesome. I mean, that's just really awesome. I mean, I don't even know. It says borrow up to 1 million USD or 100 BTC. I don't know what this is, but guys, they have a lending. The interest rate charged at any day rate is 0.03. Users will be able to issue their own loans to others lending users. I don't know what this is. There's like $1 million loans on there. This sounds like a big kind of business front in terms of like an established kind of business idea. But check it out, guys. It's Swift, SWFT Pro, SWFT.pro. Check out the program on your Apple or on your Android with your Google Play or your iTunes Store, your App Store. You're gonna love it. I love it on my phone already. I really want to switch to the exchange. I want to fund it up and switch to it. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. I'm not gonna make any rash decisions. I opened an account already. I will likely get to know it very very calmly, kind of like a new investment. That is at the top. It's a little bit risky. I'll just pepper some money into it and kind of see how it works. So we've gone through the pricing targets, we've gone through the news, and I've said a few times in terms of the overall the dynamics here. Let's see, Ron Brown. Yeah, hey, shout out to you. I can react to the YouTube chat if you need me to. Don't know what you guys have planned. Let's see what we have. You guys know last night BitBoy Crypto put in $100,000 plus to Harmony One. He bought in a decent size, a decent position, so it's getting some attention right now at these levels. People are seeing it as a discount, as a value, let's say, as a value. So that's a good thing. So that's very positive. We like that a lot. And let's see what we have. It looks like you guys have a few questions. And let's see. Wait there. Looking for any questions. Yeah, and just join the Discord too. If you guys have direct questions, go ahead and you'll be able to get into the Discord. You can ask questions directly. We've had a long day, by the way. If I sound a little bit tired, we've had a long day. I've been on the phone with people almost all day dealing with different issues, trying to take care of different issues and good things. Let's see what we have with people are staking. That's good. You're interested in those long-term returns. I like that average yield, that APR. That's nice. Huh? That return, that yield on your money. That's nice. I'm not into that technology much, but I understand that it's very simple. It's kind of like a program overlay you put on top. What is it, on your Google Chrome or something real simple. I saw it downloaded, so you guys can go through that very quickly. I'm more interested in the swap. There's over 200 coins on this simple, faster, safer, and the ability to pay. For me, this is crucial for the value of the overall coin and the attraction of larger dollars into the ultimately the market cap through increased investment is just adoption, the ability to pay. I like that a lot. I think that can do great things. In addition, the exchange factor, being able to swap, but to be able to pay with Harmony One, that's going to be great for the community. So that's big news today. And congratulations to the Harmony One management team and to all of you who hold or who are trading. That's fantastic. Let's see. Price action around 21 of April and 15 May. Rotated this and that. I don't understand what that means. Casey, go ahead and hit me a question in the Discord. And I can probably just say that to you guys. That's the good news about tonight. It's a pretty brief, informational session tonight. Just congratulations to the team on the news. It's fantastic. This is the breaking news today that we have a new deal with SWFT, Swift. I call it Swift. They have their own token as well. If you guys are interested, I'm not sure how the pricing will work, but if you've been looking at getting in on the ground floor of something before it takes off, I think the current price of Swift, I normally always, for the people who listen and stay around, you guys will know, like last night I covered, something specific at the very end. I normally cover something specific at the very end. I think it's a good thing you guys waited. I'm not recommending you guys buy the Swift coin, but on the Swift, the partner, the new partner for Harmony One, I think their coin is like 0.007 or something like that, 0007 or 007, and you may be able to get in that 007 with just a transfer over to. It's very easy to create a wallet. You guys will love it. It's very, very simple. And yeah, that Swift coin right now, I think is very well priced. And if it does decide to move up, it might be kind of a ground floor opportunity where you guys can appreciate kind of like a 20x or a 10x, or I'm not sure what it might do. I have no idea. That's just all absolute 100% speculation. And that's just that's the bottom line. But that is there, that SWFT. You can look it up. I'm not sure what it is. All I do know is that right now, using their technology and their program, if you sign up for it, and download the program, you'll know it's a nice program. I mean, it's built very nicely, and it's just nice to deal with. I enjoy it tactily. I enjoy it. It seems robust. It seems secure. And guys, you don't have the Ethereum fees to transfer back and forth 1,000. If you're looking at a different, and maybe you want to buy $5 or something. That's fine. I'll put $5 in something. They're affiliated with Harmony. I'm going to support them. I'm going to put $5 into it. That's fine. And some of you may not want to put anything but $5 into Harmony One. I appreciate that very much if you just want to put $5 back into Harmony One. But that's the one thing I'll say is that there are opportunities like that, and it's a partner of Harmony One, so maybe it can be a partner of yours. You can expand your scope a little bit and diversify into something that's a little bit, just a little bit different. There's no problem with that. And that's kind of what the news today kind of showed me as well, that, yeah, not only is it a new partnership with Swift Blockchain, but Swift Blockchain is an entity or a DeFi with, payability. It's got the ability that we can enter into kind of payment contracts with Harmony One, which is fantastic, and potential lending relationships as well. But also that we have that exposure potentially to some other coins or to support, and I just view it as a support to Swift Blockchain. They have their own coin. Why don't we just, at least me, why don't I support them a bit and pick up one of their coins for, if I pick up just a few for, 0.007 or whatever it is, it might be a good ground floor opportunity, or just to support them and say, hey, we wanted to support you because we like your product. So that's kind of how we look at that. So what we'll do now, I'm going to head over to the Discord. Before I do that, will you guys in the comments, if you're already in the Discord, will you push a Y, put a Y, like for yes, put that yes, you're in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, I have no problem with that. I didn't used to like the Discord. I didn't even know what it was before I actually got into it. And ours is different. Ours is all animated. It's really cool. It's a nice featured setup in the Discord with all the price targets and kind of discussions on what's hot, and we notify people when Harmony's pumping, when the good things are going on. And what I'll say is, specifically, I guess, to the entire issue, if you're not involved in the Discord, if you're not, as opposed to saying the why, and I appreciate that, put an N that no, you're not. You're not involved in the Discord, and that's no big deal. But I'd like to know if there are people in here that just say no, we're not involved in the Discord. That's no problem. But maybe there's something else that you would use. Some people have recommended something else, and if that's not what you would like to use, seeing the yeses pop up. I appreciate that, Mark, and all you other guys. Luigi, I know you guys. Street Nation, that's cool. Street, is there anything else you'd like to use in terms of getting the information? Maybe if you are doing Twitter, you can put a T. Why don't you put a T in the comment section? And we have a copy of all this, which is the good thing. We can review this, and we'll have a copy of all the information that you guys are giving us. You're the community, and our purpose is to serve you. Our purpose is to stay in communication with you. And if you use Twitter, go ahead and put the T. If you're following us, or you're going to follow us on Twitter, put the T. And Black Viper, what's up? Charlie Abbott, that's what's up, brother? It's okay. N, no big deal. And if you use Twitter, that'd be cool. And if not, what else might you guys just go ahead and put in there? What else might you guys use? Okay, Street Nation, I understand that. It's a different Discord than anything I've been involved in previously here too. There's no trash. It's a very clean, professional environment, and we enjoy it quite a bit. So let's see. And here we go. Red Raider talking about huge ETH fees, Ethereum fees, gas fees. On this other stuff, guys, if you compare what the news is on today with Harmony One, with Swift Blockchain, guys, we just made a deal with Swift, and Harmony is honestly, I think that the fee is it's literally like $2 for every $1,000 that's transacted on there. $2 for every $1,000. Okay, Ethereum fees are like $40, $50. I'm not sure what they are. They will eat you up. So it's really nice to see that progress by Harmony One and that relationship right now in terms of giving us that exposure. I really appreciate it. It's a huge step forward for a lot of us. That's really exciting. So You know what, Charlie Abbott, you know, if you were to see this Discord, I think you would change your mind a little bit. This one's very fluid. The guys that are setting it up, and shout out to Gear Shifter and shout out to Yoski. Those are our guys, our admins. You will be impressed. I promise you on this Discord. I thought the same thing, and I'm not just telling you that. I was like, wow, when they set it up, I'm like, this is really, really nice. This is what the Harmony community needs. I think it's going to be a key. We've got over a couple hundreds of people right now, and I think it's going to be one of those situations where it's a focal point for the community, and it's turning into that. It's really an interesting place, and a lot of advanced minds in there, a lot of professionals, and yeah, just a good group. So let's see, 25 coins, this and that. Let's see, 3 days ago somebody staked 17K and received 25 coins so far. Unreal. That's cool. That's I guess with Harmony 1. Very cool. I like that a lot. Some people talking about Telegram. That's fine. I don't do much of Telegram, but it's not a completely something we cannot do. And Charlie Abbott said, okay, send you the link. Yeah, the link is in the top of the chat right here. That's that pinned link. And you'll dig it, dude. If you don't like it at all, just just toss the link and toss the account, whatever. But I think you'll like the environment. We have verified people, so when you get in there, you click on a verified link, and it's nothing other than for you to confirm you're not a robot, etc. But it's like you get in, you're verified, and it's a nice environment. It's just some smart individuals. I keep saying that. There you go, James Bond's on Twitter. I like that. Very good man. Very good man. And I think that's about all she wrote, guys. Thank you so much. And let's just do those. Yeah, and love you guys. You're awesome too. You guys love the videos. We love you guys. You're doing a great job. We're working our tails off to get all this stuff done for you. And these pricing targets, I can't believe we'll always remember the day we missed this by 0.0015. So you guys know how accurate we have been. The good thing is you guys also know in terms of credibility, I'm not counting that this 10% today towards anything. That is not towards what people have made in this channel during this retracement time and with our specific price targets. It's just not. So in terms of credibility, you know me. We missed it by 0.0015. We didn't do anything wrong, neither did you. They came up, the company came up with news. I guess they didn't purposely circumvent us, but that's it. Okay? That's not our figure. That 10%, we don't count in that. All right, so when I'm talking about what we're trading and executing and gaining, has nothing to do with that. It's coincidental that we missed it by literally. I mean, they could have literally waited probably an hour. If they would have waited an hour, this is unbelievable, because if they had waited an hour, I bet you that we would have picked up our price target, right? It's that close. I mean, everyone talks about timing. Timing's not easy. If you're within the hour, it's like, good God. It honestly reminds me of this top-level situation where people got in for this 10% here, and then we cut off because something else happened in and around this event of back and around the peak, and it was the same situation, but we caught it that quickly. This time they caught it just ahead of time. We caught it up here. We were like, bam, we're out. If it's a problem right now, we got a problem. Houston, we have a problem. And it wasn't. It was just a circumstance. It was. I'll just say an overall market condition as applied to Harmony. Nothing personal at all. Just it was kind of one of the circumstances. We can't trade this. Bam. We can't trade this. It became untradeable for a second. So no big deal. Everything has been patched up, and this is looking really, really nice. This whole. I mean, guys, it's looking great. So. Yeah, I mean, guys. I have to say this, because you don't get this, and everybody hone into this, If you're still here, you're gonna like this, Look at this thing, because this is starting to look like a really nice step, And we always talk about well, you have to walk up the steps. We'll do that when we get into and you guys pay attention. You'll like this. We get it. You'll have to we have a positive price action consolidation, positive price action consolidation, positive price action consolidation. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, right? When we zoom out on this, the way the aggregate is starting to look, and we picture this, it's just starting to look like a nice step. And I'm not sure that we saw that coming, but it makes a little bit more sense as we do view it that maybe this is kind of what the price action needed to do. And it's not what anyone wanted, but when you look at it like a step, it's kind of we're kind of I guess we're kind of realizing that maybe that's not a bad thing. And yeah, I like that a lot. I like the images that it's giving to us, and yeah, it's starting to look good. But can you guys see that? A step, first step, then we'd have what? Then we'd have a second step, right? At some point, we're going to have that second step, and maybe the first step was to 20 cents. But maybe the second step's up to, maybe we get up to 30 cents real, in short order. Maybe the next one's up to 40 or 50 cents, right? So expect those steps to kind of develop as we look at the at how things are going to come to us in the future and what we're going to be able to work for and kind of put together with our collective efforts. So guys, I appreciate you tuning in. Do check us out on Twitter and on the Discord. And I'm going to switch over to Discord right now for a little bit and relax and get into that room. And yeah, it's just one of those days. We are dog tired here, but we are happy, and it's been a good one. We've gotten a lot done for Harmony One, and it's been a big day with the Coinbase IPO. Didn't work out too well for them, but it still worked out in that they're in the market. The good thing about Coinbase going down in price today, guys, people did not bite off, and Kramer and a bunch of other people were on CNBC this morning, Market Watch, talking about the fact, they fed him this line. So what you mean is essentially that when people buy Coinbase, they won't have to buy Bitcoin or any of the other coins. And I'm like, what? Listen to that question. Like, so when you buy Coinbase, the exchange, the new stock that came out, the IPO, you won't have to buy any other coins. Is that, essentially you'll just buy Coinbase? And he goes, yeah. Now, and I'm like, do what? And so it was really a big hit in terms of their credibility today. I heard that from CNBC, and I don't knock those guys. They're street guys, so I can't judge them. They are who they are. But I was like, wow, that's just not going to happen. So it may have dug in a little bit to the overall market, and it was a down day. I anticipated it to be a down day. I was actually in one thing that did really well. And that was Harmony One. So you guys can enjoy that fact too. I think you were too. So anyway, you guys have a great night. I appreciate you being here, and just take care of yourself. Protect your portfolio, and invest in also not just your investments, but also make sure you invest in those relationships around you that can become strained while you are busy investing in the market. Okay, I always remind you to get involved and reinvest in those relationships that you found of so much value prior to your involvement, heavy involvement. If I could talk, heavy involvement in the market. So, and we hope you're having a good day. We hope you're having a good night. And get on over to Discord, and we will talk with you soon. And we'll be at you tomorrow with